Well, 3 different Republican gatherings this weekend will give us a good look at many of the potential presidential candidates from that party. For more on that, we're joined by Lou from MSNBC's The Briefing. Hey, Lou.
Thank you so much for having me back, and I'm at the right height this time.
We got you in the right spot. But you're keeping an eye on a whole lot of things going on this weekend. Tell us, first of all, what's happening in Iowa.
Iowa is very interesting. There's a thing called the Faith and Freedom Summit hosted by an Iowa representative named Steve King, and it's getting a lot of big-name Republican presidential hopefuls there. Christie, governor of New Mexico, Scott Walker, governor of Wisconsin, is going to be there. You see on the screen Ted Cruz, Mike Huckabee, Governor Rick Perry. So a lot of people are saying this is sort of the unofficial kickoff to the presidential season, at least on the Republican side. Iowa is the first in the nation caucus state, very important state. So this is the first time we're really seeing Iowa voters get to see all these people in one room at the same time. But there are some omissions from that list.
Yeah, I was going to say, was I not reading fast enough?
No, there's no Jeb Bush or no Mitt Romney, and they're meeting themselves in Utah this weekend. Together, just the two of them, and this was pre-scheduled prior to Mitt Romney possibly testing the waters. And what's really interesting here is that a lot of people say, look, if Mitt Romney and Jeb Bush, if they both get in this race, that is a lot of money on the establishment wing of the party that's going to be split, and perhaps they could beat up on each other, and that would open up a avenue for somebody who would not do as well in a general election to come through. So they're probably going to talk about that and see how hard they would go after each other if they were in fact both to run. And there's also a meeting in Palm Springs, California, the Koch brothers, the Republican brothers who give a lot of money to candidates. That's the one where we're seeing Rand Paul, the Libertarian from Kentucky, the senator, and Marco Rubio from Florida. They're out there along with Ted Cruz, who's actually double dipping in Iowa in there. And that's interesting because it'll show that these guys are trying to go to that financial stream. The Koch brothers, it's very important in Republican presidential politics.
Well, with the Koch brothers, do they usually go toward the far right? It
depends on what race, but they usually have a lot of money on a lot of different candidates. So, as one Republican operative said to me with the Koch brothers, they're like the casino. The house always wins. They have their bets on a lot of horses, so one of them will come through for them at the end of the day.
So with the more liberal, if you want to call it that, side of the Republican Party,
I'd say the establishment. I would say the establishment wing would probably be Mitt Romney and Jeb Bush right now.
And they wouldn't want to be associated with the Kochs.
Well, they would. It's a necessary thing for them to do at the end of the day. It's hard to go against the Kochs. You need their funds. They have a lot of power on the airwaves.
So you're going to be real busy this weekend.
It's going to be a fun thing to watch. I'm enjoying it.